gone back to the same time again. Wonder how many more times I'm going to repeat this. All my hard work was for nothing. This same time just keeps repeating. Just how am I supposed to escape this loop? Hey, pizza delivery! This is the same as usual. Well, what should I do this time? Should I ask someone for advices? Or I'll do whatever I want. There's not much else to do. Alright, go to Promestine's room. What is it? Well, actually, the guy asked Promestine for assistance. What? A time loop? So you're telling me you've been repeatedly experiencing the same time? And then there's what I heard from Naruko. I went and grabbed that on the Alice route, just to be sure. Since I figured it would be needed at some point. I see. Would this mean that the magic of time reversal is perpetually active? If a space-time variation were to occur because of that... I understand. I shall immediately perform follow-up tests according to these findings. The measurements that I require will take a few hours, however. In the meantime, I'll gather more information. I can't really think of much else to do. In that case, please make sure to return here by 4 o'clock. I should have the results for your measurements by then to convey you. I'll leave it to Promestine to confirm Naruko's information. I should gather more of it meanwhile. Yeah. We'll just prioritize on things upstairs. So we'll go to Sphinx, do her riddles, and start clearing out events upstairs, because we're really just killing time at this point. Three. Third. It does not. Alright. This is the earliest we can get up here. So let's see. The dolls have an ending. The painting has an ending. And the Queen Vampire has an ending. So we'll save all those. Let's spend time with Lucia, since she has something we'll need at some point. There are many experiments I want to proceed with. I'd be to lie if I had an infinite amount of time. It's honestly not that great. Consult regarding the phenomenon. I'm afraid I cannot help you. Physics is not my field of study. Does not look like I can turn to Lucia. Tools I can loop time. There's nothing within the field of alchemy which would fall under that category. When repeating time and the like reach into the realm of divine technology. Nothing useful. Ask about the pizza order. No, it's not me. Perhaps I should try some when I'm hungry. Alright, help with experiments. Advances time. Oh, you're going to assist me to focus your magical power into that crystal. Help Lucia with her experiment. Thanks to your assistance, I was able to refine a high-quality fire crystal. Let me give you this one too. Obtain recules of obtain recules phlogiston. Alright. Done radio. Done Promestine. Let's do Hild. Hild is currently troubled. If you would ask her about it, she would be happy. Consult regarding the phenomenon. Hild cannot help you. Sorry. Ask about tools that can loop time. Hild cannot find that information in her database, though this database was spotty to begin with. Funny that we asked you this question, since you are a time machine, Hild. You can loop time. Ask about the pizza order. Hild didn't order pizza. Alright, ask her about her trouble. Hild is currently troubled. What is the purpose of Hild's existence? You were built to protect this world, right, Hild? But who can Hild defeat? The chaos that will lead this world to ruin is a physical law rather than enemy. What was Hild built for? Can she really save the world? You were built to where when Luca gets to the end of a failed route, you can act as a time machine to send him back to hopefully unlock the third way. That is your purpose. Hild has a weapon. All she can do is destroy. Hild's troubled. I'm worried about what I can do as well. It's the same for me, for everyone else, more or less. Ultimately, we'll just have to find the answer at the end of our adventure. Until then, we'll just have to try to do the best we can. You're right. Worrying about won't give Hild an answer. Let's do what we can and think on it after we're done. Spend some time giving Hild counseling. Alright, it's 4 o'clock. Let's go talk with Promestein. Up here. Go Promestein's room. Ah, you're here. I just finished conducting my follow-up test based on Naruko's information. I can say with certainty that some time return magic is taking effect. It is undoubtedly a cause of this time loop. However, I do not know where this magic is originating from. I also do not know the person's thoughts who are causing it. We're making progress with it. We're making progress with this investigation, but there's still so much we don't know. In the end, it seems we'll just have to continue doing more verifications. That, however, is going to be the next me's job. That will, and thanks as usual. I'll see you next time. Science is the accumulation of detailed verifications. If you can continue progressing forward, you'll eventually arrive at the answer. Alright. Now, back upstairs. Who shall we do this time? Who are you? I'm a merchant apprentice. I was requested by a queen here to estimate the value of her treasure. I requested him through Vanilla's recommendation. I thought I should sell some of the treasure from my castle. You say it's some. There's an awful lot here. It's going to take all day for me to give you my estimate. Take your time. I do not mind. Vanilla tells me that you're a very promising appraiser. I am in need of a little extra funding, so I've decided to part with some of the heirlooms from my castle. I am carefully selecting what to keep and what to sell off. Depending on what the object is, this can be a perplexing matter. If you have time to spare, I'd like to hear your opinions. Would you mind accompanying me for a moment? Consult regarding the phenomenon. Oh, how fascinating. Enjoy your infinite time. You have all the time on your hands. mouth to a second loop. There is no such thing among these treasures. That would surely fall under the realm of the gods. Did you order pizza? It was not me. As a shrewd businesswoman, I'm contemplating many things. Alright, examine the treasures with her. What's this strange figurine? This was from my predecessor, if I'm not mistaken. Indeed, it is a cursed figurine given to her by a shaman tribe. And this weird figurine here. Is this one cursed too? That was something I crafted when I was a little girl. I never imagined it would turn up in a place like this. Spend some time examining Fama's treasures. At that moment, the 5 o'clock bell rings in the castle. Would you look at the time? I'm starting to get hungry. Fortunately, there are 2 servings here. One is the appetizer, the other the main dish. Servings? Don't tell me! The apprentice merchant's boy, on the other hand, looks like he has no idea what she was talking about. Just as I was about to stop her, Fatima's eyes light up. My body is immobilized under the effects of her demon eyes. In the meantime, Fatima approaches the boy. What is this? What is it? It's simple. You are going to be my prey. In the next instant, the dumbfounded boy's clothes are ripped off. Ah! Then the boy's heartbreaking screams ring out. Fatima ruthlessly embraces the boy and starts sucking his blood. Don't be so frightened. If I suck it like this... The boy's voice grows fainter as I listen to him. His body is already out of strength. He's enjoying the pleasure of Fatima's blood sucking. His face is now completely melting with pleasure. See? Feels great to be sucked by me. The boy who resisted at first seems to have given himself over completely to the pleasure. He lets himself be sucked by Fatima and relaxes his body. This is horrible. How could you? You just wait a little longer. Soon I'll be sucking you the same way. I can only watch as the boy is being sucked dry. I'll be preyed upon next, just like him. I remind myself of this. It fills me with both fear and anticipation. Thus the boy was sucked dry before my eyes, and then I suffered the same fate. Back in the same time again. I'm getting really tired of this. No matter how hard I try, everything's the same as before. Maybe I feel a bit desperate now. Hey, pizza delivery! Hey, Wait, how'd you know? Because you've done this 7 times now. Well, what should I do this time? Should I ask someone for advice or do whatever I want? Alright, next loop. Go promise science room. What is it? Something matter that requires you to come to my room? Well, actually, okay, it's promise time for assistance. What? A time loop? So you're telling me you've been repeatedly experiencing the same time? Each and every time you're smiling. What's so funny about this? So whenever the 5 o'clock bell rings, a nearby woman goes crazy. After being assaulted, you get sent back in time. And you have discussed this with me before. My examination turned up no physic or psychological abnormalities, and there was no interference from a nightmare. So that leaves 171 possibilities remain. Next, I shall look into the possibility of a curse. Curse, huh? There is a curse affecting you around space-time. Detecting it should be easy. I should have the results in a few hours. Sure enough, it's still going to take a few hours. This time's inspection will be conducted on the surrounding space. I get there's no need for me to be here. I'll go search for some other information. As I expect, you're getting used to this. Once it's 4 o'clock, I'll return to hear the results. Until then, I'm free to do whatever I want in the castle. Alright, let's go do Sphinx's riddle, and then there's something I have forgotten until this point. Let's enter riddle, 3, third, it does not. What I had forgotten is another context. Hey, you, boy. You look like you're free. If you got some free time, help me find a book. I'm in the middle of some very important research. Alright, consult regarding the phenomenon. Repeating the same day over and over again? Very strange. From what I can tell, this is not some curse. Not off the common knowledge I possess, at least. It's not a curse, really? Have it your way then if you doubt me. Just, wait. I'm sensing some kind of thought drifting around. This isn't a grudge, but a regret of some sort. Regret? I'm not sensing any malice, but it's a very powerful emotion. I'm certain it is remorse. Strong feelings can sometimes distort reality. A former acquaintance of mine was an expert in these matters. There's no curse for the time being. As a master exorcist, that's all I can really tell you. If a yokai isn't involved, it's outside my area of expertise. Well, good luck with that! A strong feeling of regret is drifting around the pocket castle. Maybe it has something to do with this space-time anomaly? Perhaps someone among my companions is harboring regrets. Let's check around for a solution to this strange phenomenon. Alright, we'll head back upstairs to continue. Oh, yeah, I have to... Please move, Giga. Alright, let's ask the people we've already talked to about regret. Just got Lucia here. Ask about regrets. Of course I've lived a life of many regrets, but I won't turn back time because of each and every one. Nothing useful. Iron Maiden. Any regrets? Nothing useful. Fama. Any regrets? The Queen of Darkness has no regrets. All roads I walk are of my own will. Nothing useful. Alright. I guess we'll go with the Spire Princess next. Oh, if it isn't my betrothed, I was just envisioning my future with you. Don't you want to fantasize with me? Consult regarding the phenomenon. Luca asked for help regarding the strange phenomenon. No, if only I could remember as well. I could spend an eternity with my betrothed. Doesn't look like I can ask her. Ask about regrets. I have no regrets. I live only according to my desires. Nothing useful. Tools I can loop time? I do not know. However, if it truly existed, it would be a boring tool. Pizza order? Was someone playing a girls-only gathering? If they were, they must have forgotten to invite me. Alright, fantasize with her. Then, first, we need to decide where we will be setting up our new life. Where do you think, my betrothed? My home in Iliasil, Forgotten Cave, Grand Gold Castle, Monster Lord's Castle. The Monster Lord's Castle, be ambitious! Does that mean you're asking me to become the Monster Lord? That's what my betrothed desires. I shall rise to the challenge. And what about the number and gender of the children? Just one girl. One girl and one boy. 1,000 girls! No. 1,000 girls! Oh my, do you wish to raise an army? The children of my betrothed and I could bring this world to its knees. But do you know how difficult that would be for you? I will give birth to as many children as you desire. But I do not know what will happen to my betrothed. I spent some time fantasizing about the future. Current time, 3 p.m. Alright. We got radio. Ask about regrets. Suspending function. Searching for ways to respond to query. She'll never find a response to this, will she? She just blue screens. Ask about any regrets. Hild was built to protect this world. Consequently, all she does is fight. And she can only destroy. That is Hild's regret. But that has nothing to do with space-time anomalies. Nothing useful. Alright, Gilgorn. No, this one's no good. This one won't do either. What am I doing, you ask? I'm in the middle of collecting and reading through the literature. So I found a way for me to return to my own world. To that end, I'll try and move things forward a little. Hey, if you're just going to watch, you should at least help with my chore. Consult regarding the phenomenon. I know your pain. When I was imprisoned in the dream world, I wondered how much longer it would go on. Damn it. Hello, just how just thinking about it makes my body twitch. Yeah, she was imprisoned and giving a pleasurable torture every day to make sure she stayed weakened. Ask about any regrets. All I do is regret how weak my body is to pleasure. Do you too? Have you always been frustrated by that thought up until now? That I certainly do, I guess. That's got nothing to do with this strange phenomenon. Ask about tools that can loop time. I've never heard of any. Magic capable of controlling time is something that even I can't manage. If such a thing did exist, I'd like to have it for myself and use it for my own purposes. Nothing useful. Ask about the pizza order. No, I did not, but I'd really like pizza for lunch. Its rich flavor makes it satisfying to eat, and it's exciting how there are so many kinds to choose from. And how do they turn half of the pizza into another different pizza? I think I could eat as many as I wanted. Let me choose the next time you order some. Looks like she didn't order it. Help with her research. Alright, seems like you're a loyal servant who's understanding. Now then, I want you to write down all the passages from this section of these books. And after that, spend some time helping Gilgorn with her research. Performing all that detailed work increased my dexterity. This is not what I expected, but you're really useful, aren't you? You're a much bigger help than I thought. I must thank you. Yeah, if given time to actually dedicate to something, Luca's impressive in all fields. Except sex. That's the one he will constantly fail at. Oh, science work. Alright. And back to promise time. Oh, yeah, go promise center. Ah, it's you, Luca. I've just finished my analysis of this space. In conclusion, I did not detect any influence from a curse. The strange phenomenon isn't a result of a curse this time. And though this time was just an outlier, it still makes sense to eliminate these one by one, right? Yes, that is what the last me said. Yes, is that what the last me said? Science is sometimes a process of elimination. I'll relay this to the next promise time. My examination turned up no physical or psychological abnormalities. They've ruled out nightmares and curses. In that case, give my regards to the next me. Yeah, I'll be counting on the next you. Alright. How to end this one. Continue to go upstairs just to get those knocked out. We got 2 more. Now for the Paintergeist. Is the pot girl? No. For the Paintergeist. Since they're in the middle of cleaning, the valuable paintings in this castle have been taken down, and thus I'm taking care of them with protective magic. At any rate, there are many masterpieces among them, as you might expect. Would you like to appreciate them for a little while as well? Consult regarding the phenomenon. I do not know of any ways to deal with a space-time anomaly. If you need to ask about paintings, feel free to consult with me. Ask about any regrets. As long as I continue to remain inside this painting, I will have no regrets. How would you like to try it? Ask about tools that can loop time. I would not happen to know of any, although being inside this painting is the same thing. Ask about the pizza order. Do you really think I would eat pizza? What if my precious painting were to get dirty? Admire the paintings. Let us admire them together. I still don't really get art. I just have no sense for it. In order to appreciate art, you first need knowledge more so than sense. Without proper knowledge, it would be difficult to admire it. That's so. I couldn't understand what I was looking at, so I'd resign myself to thinking I had no sense for it. It'd be a waste to allow that to keep you from the pleasure of viewing. If you would like, I could give you a lecture. Spend some time receiving art lectures from Lisa. 5 o'clock. Now let's get down to practice. I'll let you fully appreciate the painting that I am. Slowly, from the inside. Where are you? Ah! Next instant, my body is sucked into the painting. I am trapped inside of it. Let me out! I have entered inside the painting. As for the state I'm in, perhaps it would be more appropriate to say I've been painted into the picture. My appearance is probably staying out on its surface. There, one can see Lisa leaning over and snuggling up close to me. How does it feel to be inside a painting? Even if we don't move, you can still feel my body, can't you? I can feel Lisa's body against my whole body. I can also feel how soft and seductive her body is. Lisa must have the ability to interfere with me in the pain. It's comforting, as if I'm being gently hugged. Now let's have some fun. Come inside me. It feels great, right? Please give me lots of stuff. And boom goes the dynamite. It must have felt great inside a painting. Well then, I'll go inside the painting this time. Lisa's body sinks into the painting then. Lisa is straddling me in the world of the painting. Doing it like this is good too, isn't it? Now, let's keep going at it in this painting. You sure are sensitive. How about this? Go ahead, give me lots. You gave so much, but I want even more. No way! Ah! Wonder how much time has passed since then. Yep, he's completely filled up the space. Let me out already. Time doesn't flow in this painting, which means we can do it here forever. Come, spend an eternity with me. Drown in this sweet pleasure and continue to offer up your stuff indefinitely. Thus, I fell into a hell of endless milking. No, perhaps a heaven of milking. I can no longer tell. You love it when I move like this, don't you? It makes my insides twist around you. How about this? Hara, hara. I indulge in this endless milking in complete ecstasy.